So when we were deciding like which pivot manufacturer to get behind, like what did that process look like? How did we make that decision with Lindsay and Zematic?
Well, the reason Vandenbush has done so well is we always sold high-valued equipment. A little bit more money, but more in value. Just like the Bauer, just like Wade Rain, just like Rainbird. We wanted Netafim. We wanted to connect with a high-value product. There's nothing better than walking out of a deal knowing that you've sold somebody the best product. You're probably a little bit more money, but we've always been able to show why it's the best choice.
You mentioned Rainbird there as well too. I know in the I think it was mostly in the 80s when you were probably more involved in the diversification of the business into turf irrigation, golf irrigation, and residential and commercial contractors. How did that all come to be? How did that start?
Yeah, the 80s for me, the diversification, I just told you earlier about the drip, starting the drip, but also at the same time we started selling into landscape irrigation. So there was a distributor that was across Canada for Rainbird, and they closed the doors in 84 for interest reasons, bad real estate deals, whatnot. So they opened the door up across the country. And there was 4 distributors at that time, and we were one of them, and we were probably the smallest of one. So there was Windsor Factory Supply, Shemman Nurseries, and Canaglobe. And so being here in Norfolk County, the biggest market's Toronto, I would have to go back and forth to Toronto to all the contractors. And you're dealing with some of the long-standing contractors that we
I know that drive very well now.
Yes, you do. And
I can't imagine doing that drive without Google Maps or without my cell phone, though.
I had a bag phone.
Yeah,
and it was a good phone, and I still have it too. But yeah, so we got into that, and then so I was heading to always Scarborough to Granger Irrigation, Bob and Angie. Bob Granger. And they were good customer service, and them well. And then finally Bob says, hey, I want to work for you. I want to sell my business, but I still want to stay in the business.
Because at that time they were like a sub-dealer?
They were a sub-dealer.
Okay.
And so that worked out good. So we opened our first location in Scarborough, 1986.
Okay. And that was through acquiring, and then they stayed working within the business and working at the location, but it came under the Vandenbush name.
All I had to do was change the sign. Coffee, bought everything, just change the sign, put Bob in a truck. And Bob worked it. So now I got my base to go to. So there was a short stint. Also, we opened a little one in Alliston. Didn't last too long. But after that, we started growing even faster and larger. And the opportunity came, Shemman Nurseries. And I got to know Andrew through the industry quite a few times. And even though we were competitors, we were always allies in the industry.
They were one of the other dealers.
Yeah, he had the good business. He had the good business. And September 2nd, 1994, Andrew calls me up and says they're closing this place. Get up here, I want to work for you, and we all want to work for you. So we took on Shemman Nurseries, which was a good size asset. Never bought the land though, so could have, would have, should have. But that also got us stepped into the golf business with Rainbird Golf. Prior to that, we were selling some Buckner golf courses, but I think it was only 4 courses that we took care of.
So how many employees would you have taken on when we acquired the assets for Shemman?
I'm visualizing about 8 to 10. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so then we were now the Rainbird Golf distributor for Ontario.
Yeah.
And the
but
book
not,
Eastern
Ontario.
Okay.
And you helped us get that.
That was with Ottawa, yes. Yeah. At that time, was landscape lighting a thing at all?
It was just starting. It came through the Shemman acquisition. And we started selling nightscaping, which is went away, but it's now coming back. But yes, landscape lighting's been a big part of our business. And a lot of people probably don't even know what we do in landscape lighting. larger.